What is going on, guys? Today I have an awesome series that I cannot wait to create for you guys. It is going to be called Skills to Mills, and essentially what it is I'm going to start with 10K starting cash, nothing else, and I'm going to work my way up to 25 mil. Now the catch is that I can only use skilling methods to get my money. I can't use any other combat methods such as killing monsters or killing bosses. I have to stick strictly to skilling methods on the stats I currently have. Now, I went through my bank and I pretty much sold everything of monetary value that I thought I was going to use. I made all my cash into platinum tokens except, of course, the 10K that I'm starting with, but everything else that I thought I was going to use is completely gone. Now, if there is something in my bank that I forgot that I'm going to end up needing, I will, of course, get rid of it so it does not interfere with the series. A lot of people neglect skills and they go right to combat, which combat is amazing. You can make a lot of money, of course, through Slayer and whatnot, but I really wanted to show that skilling can make just as much money, if not more. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the episode. Alright, so the first thing I wanted to do was catch red chompers. So I'm going to buy, a couple box traps. They're pretty cheap, so I'm going to buy quite a bit actually. And a Feldip Hills teleport scroll. And we are going to go over to Feldip Hills to catch some red chompers. I actually plan on using the dungeon here in Feldip Hills. And in this dungeon there are a ton of red chompers. The requirements to get here aren't too bad, and it definitely kicks all the botters out because the requirements to actually come here are the hard Western diaries. One thing I wanted to make clear is that I'm not going to try to get 25 mil as fast as possible because, of course, if I did that, I'd be doing 1 to 2 methods the entirety of the series, and it would be kind of boring. So I wanted to kind of spice it up a little bit and do as many money-making methods as I possibly can that I think are very good to get to that 25 mil. So that's going to be the goal, to kind of just share so many methods with you guys, all the options that are out there, and see how many ways we can make money to achieve that 25 mil. So we just got done catching 637 red chompers, and I actually forgot to bring a teleport back to Varrock, and I sold all my runes and everything, so I actually have to run to Varrock as a level 125. It just feels really weird doing this. Let's just put it in for that amount just to sell it really quickly. We have over 1 mil. So catching red chompers was about 650k an hour. It took me just under an hour and a half to get 1 mil. So that is pretty cool, guys. So now what I had in mind was I'm going to start doing some farm runs. So I'm going to buy some torstal seeds. These, you need 85 herb lore to start farming them. Now they're pretty expensive, so I'm probably only going to buy maybe 10 for right now, because these are definitely the best money. This is going to drain me pretty darn bad, but it's alright, guys, because I know a lot of money is going to come this way. Let's buy some ultra compost as well to make sure they don't die whatsoever and to increase our yield. If you guys don't know, compost, it not only prevents it from dying as often, but it also helps increase the amount you get per yield. I do actually plan on runecrafting. I'm going to buy 10k pure essence, and I'm going to need some stamina pots as well. This will not only help me with runecrafting, but it will also speed up farm runs and everything like that. So let's definitely go like this, and lastly, let's get some glories so we can teleport to the abyss, of course. 61k, 5 glories, 10 torstal seeds, and a decent amount of pure essence. And so this is what the bank's looking like so far, so let's do our first farm run. The seeds cost me about 350k. As you see down here, I examined it before I sold them, but the clip got fucked up, so I had to redo it. But anyways, you could see how much it was before I sold it. I got a little less, so I made about 100k from that quick farm run. So like I said earlier, I'm going to be rune crafting for a little bit, and I decided to do nature runes and use the abyss just because I think it's a kind of a chill method, and they'll still bring me in around 550k an hour, around that mark. I do not have 91 rune crafting, so it's going to be a little slower than what could potentially be gained, but that is alright. I still really enjoy rune crafting every now and then. Now, as I runecraft, I am still going to farm my herbs just to kind of give me a break from the runecrafting and still make profit as well. That is one reason why I like farming. It kind of breaks the tedious grind, and it's still beneficial all at the same time. So I decided to sell my remaining toadstool seeds and actually buy toadflax seeds. Reason being is because if a toadstool seed dies, I lose out on a lot of money. Whereas if a toadflax seed dies, as you can see, I'm only losing like 1.3k, and then of course the opportunity cost of what would have grown. So this is exactly why I switched to toadflax, because this is one dead toadstool, and that is 65k gone. If that was a toadflax, it'd only be 1.5k. So even with one death in the toadstools, I managed to get 50. Now this is a pretty crazy amount, so we're just gonna pop that right into Grand Exchange, collect our cash. Now, there's something I forgot to do right after the red chompers, and that was buy battle staves. It's honestly an extra 250k a day. I can only do it once every 24 hours, but it's not much work once you have the requirements for it. Boom, we just made a quick like 200 plus k profit right there. So that is awesome, guys. So this is our cash stack as of right now. So let's get right back into runecrafting and continue these gains. So after about 3 hours of runecrafting, I got 7.6k nature runes. Again, I do not make double nats, but that is about 3 hours. We have 1.7 mil made. Also, we did farm runs while we were doing it. We got 186 toadflax as well, sub 20 seeds left over. So we have 1 mil cash as well, which is pretty sweet. 11 glories. So let's price check everything we have in the bank that has some monetary value to it to see how much we're at as of right now. So let's take out the glories, and let's price check how much money we have so far. And boom, so we're at 3.5 mil in the series, guys. So this is actually going to conclude it for episode 1. I kind of want to keep it short and sweet, just as like an introduction kind of video. Let me know if you guys like this, and if you want to see more, definitely hit that subscribe button because more is coming your way. I do plan to make maybe 5 or 6 episodes for this series on the road to 25 mil. So stay tuned, guys, and thank you so much for watching.